This is a 2005 Fender Telecaster Highway One sunburst. It's got a really amazing looking neck, that dark rosewood, looks like a bone nut. I wanted to show one thing right off the bat with this guitar. I noticed that all the tuners were stiff, hard to turn, and with these Fender sealed tuners, what I discovered is you can just take off this screw. Try and be careful, this should just come off, not to lose the little, there's usually two washers, a plastic washer and a metal one, and if you can hold on to those, they really help the tuner turn more smoothly. And all it takes is a little shot of your favorite lubricant. I put one on the outside around the edge of this tuning post, and then I put one right in the middle. There's a little hole where the screw goes. And I'm not sure which one or if both of those get down to the inner workings of the tuner, but that's all it takes to loosen these up. Put the washers back on, put the tuner's head back on. And as far as tightening these up, sometimes I get guitars where people have really wrenched these down tight. If this screw's too tight, the tuner's going to be hard to turn too. So all you need to do is tighten it until you feel some actual resistance. Go a little snug, and then maybe back off a little eighth of a turn, just so it's just snug. And now I can tell already this tuner is turning better. I thought I would just show the neck real quick. This is after me cleaning that rosewood, polishing the frets, and then oiling the neck after that. Very pretty. Okay, we're just gonna check the relief in the neck. And I'm sighting down the neck. And it seems like it's pretty flat. So why don't we measure it and just see the exact number. I do these videos when somebody buys a guitar from me, so they have a record of what I did in the setup, and they can see how I set it up. If they ever want to go back to the video, say a year from now, they're going to set it up again. They can see what measurements I took and whatnot. Checking at the 8th, and we're at 0.006. So it is a flat neck, and that's great. It's a great place to start. Let's see how it sets up there. I will check the action as well. The 12th fret, and it's quite low. Probably gonna have to raise the action a little bit. It's below 0.050 of an inch, and you can hear how it's a little bit choked sounding. So we'll raise that action up and see if that makes it ring better. We can quickly go across. I'll set everything at about 0.060. I always like to try and adjust the strings so they follow the radius of the neck too. So that's why you see the saddles at a little bit of an angle, and they kind of go over like that. And then you'll look across the strings and you'll see hopefully that they kind of go at just a little bit of a slope, and that's following that neck radius. So after getting the action set, it's playing good all over the neck except for a couple little places where I hear some buzziness, and I checked with the fret rocker and got a couple frets that are just popped up a little bit. So for instance, on this 6th fret, I can feel it rocking as far as the B string, and then it extends all the way to the A string and then kind of lets up. So it's just the middle of the fret that's a little popped up. Very easy to fix. All level, all the way across. And then sometimes you gotta move up because you gotta see, yeah. So now that this fret, the 6th fret is lower, when you compare these 3 frets, this one sits a little lower. So you're gonna need to pound down the 7th, I think, a little bit too. Now check the next fret, and yep. So sometimes you just have to follow it up, because over time sometimes frets just pop up a little bit. Now I've gone all over this neck, checked it everywhere with this fret rocker, just going back and forth across the frets, and I can confidently say all the frets are lying flat, and that should really help this guitar play better. Okay, so action's all set at 0.060. Neck is in a good place. It's playing nice all over the neck. B's just a little sharp still. And of course we're affecting 2 strings at once when we have these barrel saddles, these vintage style barrel saddles, which are very cool, but don't necessarily give you the same precision when it comes to intonation as you'd have with saddles that are 6 individual saddles. So there's the B intonated. And the E is just about on too. So we're good. I'll finish the intonation on this guy. Just to document where we ended up on this. This has got string gauge or 10s on this, and we check the electronics, check neck relief, change the strings, polish the frets, set string height, set intonation, check the pickup height, polish the guitar, and we ended up with the string height at 0.060 at the 12th fret. Neck relief is 0.006 at the 8th.